Hello. I'll wait for a few of you to get on in here and we'll go ahead and start the show. All right. Just give us a minute. All right. Let's get on up in here and listen to some content. Yes, honey. Okay. Let's see.
Diddy allegedly held freak-out party.
He might be a whole lot of fruity, too. But Cassie would know that just like Kim knew that.
So Justin Bieber has recently allegedly added to the shocking speculation surrounding Diddy, and considering their history, it's not surprising at all.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number.
They lived this weird rock and roll lifestyle where they touchy-feely with each other.
In a recently surfaced clip, Diddy is seen talking to a visibly nervous Justin Bieber, who appears to be around 16 years old. Diddy is questioning why Bieber has been distant, and this clip has gained attention again after raids were conducted on Diddy's homes.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams.
Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, is a well-known rapper, label owner, and entrepreneur. His properties in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security this week.
He might be a whole lot of...
Now, I want y'all to get up into that. He over there got Justin Bieber questioning him on camera. Why haven't you called me? That is not your child. That is not your child. What's up with that? Who let the dogs out? We want to know. Okay. Now listen. Let's get into it. Let's get into it because there's more.
He might be a whole...
Joining me now, host of Takedown with Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen. So now we have two people come out saying that Diddy was talking to the feds. Do you think that's true?
Whether it's true or not, and he might have been cooperative in some way, shape, or form, you don't get away with human trafficking unless you give up John Gotti or something like that, and that's not what happened here. I can tell you, Jesse, that this investigation's been going on for a long time, very closely held by HSI, so much so that even some of the agents on the raid a week ago today didn't know whose house they were raiding until they got there. That's how closely held this investigation.
Wow, because there could have been a tip.
Absolutely.
And there are allegations that he was paying law enforcement through his chief of security, which also happened to be Michael Jackson's chief of security.
I don't know if I buy into that. You know, people in Diddy's situation like to have those involved in law enforcement close to them. But that doesn't mean they're taking payoffs. That doesn't mean they're doing big favors. They like that closeness. It's just like how Diddy was able to court Diageo or Estee Lauder. He was very successful in doing that, and that made him a lot of money and gave him credibility outside the hip-hop rap world. And that's what he was trying to do here, a lot like what Epstein did with very powerful political and business figures.
And if you look at this report in the New York Post, you see it's a constellation of billionaires he's involved with.
Very similar to what Epstein was doing. And, you know, these guys get drunk with power, allegedly. You know, Diddy has said that these allegations are false, but they get drunk with power, and all of a sudden they lose their balance and what's right and what's wrong. And they're insulated, and they've got everybody telling them they're great. And all of a sudden, these civil suits come out. And the feds watch this. That's what happened with R. Kelly. It started with civil suits. Then HSI got involved, and they're the lead agency for human trafficking.
These civil suits are just like a silver platter for the feds.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
So when we talk about that, I mean, Cassie has come forward. She has given us her story, you know, told her truth, and that's her truth. Give me 1 second, you all. Where are you going? Yeah, child. I had to go get me some apple juice. Anywho, whew, I have to get me some apple juice, child. But anywho, speaking of, let's get into this because I don't know if you all know P. Diddy or this young lady. Get into this.
Introduce yourself. My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio. No. What's your last name? Oh, Ava Combs. What's your other last name? Ava.
Now, why would she be coming out to my some, hey, I'm Ava and I'm a Scorpio? What does that mean? You a Scorpio? What is that supposed to mean? Hey, I'm Ava. I'm a Scorpio. What is that supposed to mean? Let's get into it.
Anybody else? Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself. My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio. No. What's your last name? Oh, Ava Combs. What's your other last name? Ava Baroni. Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story. So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and to...
Girls sound like... You want to know what it sounds like to me? Well, Ava, why were you out there on those streets, my love? And why not the mother say, well, why wouldn't he get them a home? Why would he have to take possession of her? That's the real question. Why would you have to take possession of her? Let's run that back. I'll be right back.
Anybody else? Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself. My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio. No. What's your last name? Oh, Ava Combs. What's your other last name? Ava Baroni. Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story. So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
He said, come inside and play with his kids. Come inside? Wait a minute. Who's all there? Is there any, it's, I don't know. That right there is just, that's a lot. That is a lot. I don't care how you dress it up. Girl, that's a lot right there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hold on.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio. What's your last name? Ava Combs. What's your other last name? Ava Baroni. Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But Please tell the story. So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Coon decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with the
So he said, hold on. Wait a minute.
I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So you're playing with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and say all of that. It's crazy out here. Well, I met Jesse and Viola when I was 6 months old. 6 months. And then we basically are sisters, all 4 of us. What's your other last name? Ava. The story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story. So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Coon decided that he would like to be a caring man. So
Bro, this was too much for me.
Caring man.
Bro, this was too much for me. What is really going on? Where is that girl? She's saying that they're a family and that she grew up with them. Where are the photos? Was she out there with them on spring break? Let's talk about it.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Somebody reacted by saying, looks like a private pool party. Meek cooling that hole. Another person said, Meek Mill cooling those cheeks after putting in that work. And to make matters even worse, Meek was caught following a corn page on Twitter that exclusively posts videos of black men pounding each other. Maybe he was trying to learn some new positions for Diddy. Who knows? But as soon as people caught him, he immediately unfollowed the page. As if all this information wasn't incriminating enough, an old song that Meek recorded a while ago leaked online, and he seemingly revealed